Hello and welcome. And today I want to talk about the Other Side Picnic episode 5. The first day of October and this time for episode 5 of Other Side Picnic. Now, I'm sure that everybody is still sad of the loss of Sasha from Attack on Titan. I know I am. I'm very sad to see her go. I mean, literally, I've just lost for words about what happened. And I don't even read the manga, to be honest. I just watch from the anime standpoint. And then watching that kind of hit me. So I'm like, damn. So rest in peace, Sasha. You're my third favorite girl of the show. I have a pop figure of her, so rest in peace. So, yeah. May the potatoes guide her way. So anyway, let's talk about episode 5. Whew, out my system. Okay, so episode 5, Other Side Picnic. I find episode 5 is kind of creepier than other episodes are. Every episode of Other Side Picnic, it gets creepier and creepier for every passing moment. And what makes this episode more creepier is that you feel some kind of vibe that is going to be something thrilling about this. Like, it take the genre of sci-fi and then put it into horror bases, and it is getting good. I mean, like, for every episode we've seen these new CGI ghosts and monsters that come from the other side, and it's so creepy to look at it and like, wow, it's really good. And what makes this interesting about episode 5 is that the whole storyline is kind of like twist to turn a bit. I mean, sure, they have a quest looking for Satsuki, but there's other moments and things that they added towards this episode, like walking to the other side and meeting these Marines. Like, what's the premise of this Station February? Is this some kind of new plot device? Is this some kind of new way to get to the other side? Maybe. I don't know. But other than that, let's talk about Other Side Picnic episode 5 review. Let's do it. So it kicked things off with Sorawo and Toriko eating and drinking after episode 4, after last week's episode, after Sorio's big development in last week's episode, pulling out of guns, just shooting the spirits, pulling out a big development. Okay, that's one. Number two. They enjoy drinking. They were drinking and eating, like a couple they were. But then they just got a little craziness when this guy who sounded funny, saying the bomb is coming. He sounded like so dead. He sounded so dead, and I didn't know what to say. I don't know what's going on with him. I'm like, to me, watching this part, it just didn't click. Like, something was really off. I actually thought they were at a restaurant thing, but then once this man came in trying to get the check, he just started acting funny. And then everyone was gone. So I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. So they were on the other side the entire time? I'm like, wait a minute. How did they ended up from having a restaurant with people, walked outside, and the whole streets is quiet? Kind of like how Children of the Corn is, where you see everybody seeing all quiet, where the whole buildings and when the whole streets is quiet and whatnot. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I was a little intense by that part. And then as soon as they just walk to the other side. Now, here's the thing. I don't know. Now, here's the thing. This is the first time that we actually get to see it at night. This is the first time I actually see the other side at night. Most of the times we see them going in the morning or afternoon, or taking the elevator and going to the other side. But then this is just like, to us watching this, I think the creators are showing us what it's like for them to go. I mean, what it's like to see the other side at night. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, what is it like to go to the other side at night? And by the way, I like the reference they did in Resident Evil 8. I like the Resident Evil 8 village reference. If you guys like, that big old witch with the white hair. I mean, that vampire with the white hair, or zombie, whatever. Well, she's not a zombie, but anyway, the tall woman with the white hair, with the black hair, the white hat, and the long white dress that people use as memes, gifs, or dojins, whatever. You do realize that Toriko had is it Toriko or Sorio? I think it was Sorio. No, Toriko. Yeah, Toriko had that white hat, and she put it on. She had the white hat. And I'm like, that's some Resident Evil 8 reference. You got the hat. That is a Resident Evil 8 reference. In honor of the show. In honor of the game. So, back to what I was saying. So, they go on the other side. And I'm like, wait a minute. So, you're telling me anybody can just go to the other side. Like it doesn't have to be an elevator. The other side is the other side. You know what I mean? Like we could just walk into that. So you tell me if I open my closet right now, if I just open my closet, I'm on the other side. If I leave my house, I'm on the other side. Is that how that works? Or just some kind of spiritual energy that just allows you to go to the other side? I don't know. But the way how they just walked outside and just go there, and it's just like, how's that even possible? I'm still don't know. I'm still questions about that. See, the thing about Other Side Picnic is that they do leave us questions, but they give us in the suspense answers. You know, they gave us these kind of minor answers to say that anybody could go to the other side. You just got to know which specific area to go to, despite it. So as they just going on the side, they don't have any guns. And looking at night, it's more creepier. Like at morning, afternoon, these ghosts are just like low, mid-tier monsters. But when at nighttime, those are like the high-tier monsters. Let me put it like that. So they go on the other side and they see Toriko and Soryo get encountered by this cart-looking titan. Yes, Attack on Titan reference. They go see this cart-looking titan that carry all the dead bodies. As they were running, they encounter these military men, U.S. Marines. They encounter these U.S. Marines. And I like the English dialogue. Let me say this. I love this episode, not because of the monsters they have here, but also the dialogue with the U.S. Marines. Like, hey, are you from Tokyo? I love the dialogues that they have in this episode. Trust me, I know it sounds weird, but I love it. I mean, you guys like when you guys like how they talk in English. You just get that happy feeling like, oh my gosh, they talking English. Like with Dr. Stone, it's on Dr. Stone's Stone Wars. And the way how they were talking in English was so beautiful. So looking at this, I'm like, yeah, I love the English in this one. They really kept it good. So then they not only that, then also they encounter this giant ass Titan with horns. And I'm like, this is definitely Attack on freaking Titan. They do, you know why? I think they're doing this because of Sasha's death. In honor of Attack on Titan yesterday's episode, they want to put these kind of Titans in it. And I'm like, oh God, here we go. Now these U.S. Marines, they look shady. I don't know, something about these Marines look shady. Then just by looking at them, I'm like, they so creepy. They're so shady. I don't even trust one of them. Because I got this feeling that one of the Marines is going to do something to one of them. And it's there. Like, it's literally there. And I just got this gut feeling. I feel it. Now, the U.S. Marines, they explained how they got to the other side. They were on a mission. And then sooner or later, as they're walking to the fields, boom, they got onto the other side. So, and they're from Okinawa. So I'm like, to me, I'm like saying, oh, anybody can go to the other side? Like I said before, anybody can go to the other side? So if you were to take a train ride, they just put you on the other side. There's some certain aspects on the other side that still need to be questioned. Is the other side for people who knows where to go? Or is it just like, because it's still, for a sci-fi show like this and just makes all the questions, they're going to give us answers later on. And I think Sasuke is the one that created the other side. Maybe I'm just saying, that's my theory. I think Sasuke may created the other side as a way, but what am I saying? So they go into Station February. That's the station where all the Marines go to. And then it ends with the Marines walking these two girls into the tents. That's how it ended. So this episode again was really great. Every part of this episode had moments, like the hat that they had Resident Evil 8 reference. You got them walking to the other side just like that. By that I mean you just walk outside and then all that. And then they encountered the Marines, and then they encountered these U.S. Marines. And again, these Marines are so shady to me. I don't even know, but something about them says, you know what? I don't trust them. I don't trust them one bit. And I got this feeling that whatever these Marines are gonna do to them, it better not be nothing painful. If it is, I'm gonna kick their ass. Cause like I said, I don't trust these people one bit. They look shady. I don't trust them. So in this Station February, Station February, is this some kind of plot device that we're gonna get about Station February? Like, is Station February the exit to get to the other side, to get to back to the human world? Maybe. But let's see how that plot works. Let's see how this plot twist or these little plot holes they have for this station figure. And let's see. Maybe they know, maybe they know. But let's see how it is. But like I said, this was a great episode. This was a great episode. I like the dialogue, the monsters that they have. And that this is not like a Yuri-ness vibe going on. It's not even like a Yuri vibe. This is more like mid-low Yuri-ness, because the way the interaction with the ghosts and the people coming from the other side, though, it's really great. It's really great. So this is about teamwork for Sori and Toriko's moment, and let's see what that puts them next week into it. So thank you for watching this episode. I look forward for next week's episode of Other Side Picnic. We're halfway done to the episodes, so let's see what their adventures counter with them and the Marines. Hopefully they don't do nothing bad to them, because like I said, they look shady to me. So thank you for watching.